Hi from Los Angeles, California, where I am currently filming this. Now, this is going live at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. And at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, Reverend Valerie Love, hyphen Kaisi, will be in bed. So I'm recording this before I go to bed. I just got off the flight not too long ago. It is Wednesday night in Los Angeles, California. And the live stream that goes on at 7 a.m. Eastern Time that you're watching right now, welcome, come on in, come on in, come on in. The live stream that you're watching right now is at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, 4 a.m. Los Angeles time. Now, Reverend Valerie Love has a beautiful YouTube event to attend that she has been invited to. And I'm going to the YouTube event in the afternoon. It starts at 1:30. We have to be there by between 1 and 1:15. And it goes until 6:30. So we have a big YouTube event. It's going to be so much fun. I love going to events when YouTube invites YouTubers, creators, influencers to YouTube, and this one is a really good one. It's a really good one. So, looking forward to seeing all my other creators, friends, and hanging out at Google. Google has good food. I got to tell you something about Google, and then we're going to get into the book of Adam. Google actually has chefs, and in the morning, they have for breakfast bread, they have grits with like cheese. Props Google. Every time I've gone and eaten the food at YouTube, the Google chefs be chefing it up. All right, let's get into the book of Adam, part two. So if you didn't get part one, go to part one first and then come here to part two. And then you'll be all caught up. Let's go. If we haven't met, if you're brand new here and you don't know what it is that's going on here, this channel is all about magic, money, and metaphysics. I'm Reverend Valerie Love, also known as Kaisi, spiritual life coach, retreat leader to amazing destinations all over the globe. We'd love you to come with us to Bali and Egypt this year. And the author of 26 books on practical spirituality. Ha ha ha, how you loving? And we are here. Woohoo! Woohoo! We are here every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time reading the Bible, the lost books of the Bible, some of which come from the Nag Hammadi Library, some of which comes from the Gnostic Bible. And we are having a good time understanding the Bible, making peace with the Bible. So if you're deconstructing from Christianity, if you love the occult, magic, witchcraft, metaphysics, all of that, you are in the right place. So we stream on the Valerie Love YouTube channel, the Christian Witches YouTube channel, and the Christian Witches Facebook fan page every day at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Join the discussion and make peace with the Bible. If I look a little tired, I am. If I look a little sleepy, I am. I'm about to hit the bed in a little bit and I'm going to be asleep. When you're watching this, I will be sawing wood, as my grandfather used to say, pushing up some Z's. All right, let's go on screen share. And we will dive into Book of Adam, Part 2. Okay. Here we go. Remember, part 1 was yesterday. Here is part 2. We have Eve in the middle of saying what was going on with her experience with the serpent speaking through the snake in the garden. This is Book of Adam, and we are reading part 2. Then the serpent told me, I am distressed for you are like the dumb animals. And by the way, when this says dumb, it simply means non-speaking. For you are like the dumb animals. God was jealous of you, and he has not permitted you. But I do not desire your ignorance. Rather, come, eat, and you will see the glory which is to be with you. However, I told him, I am afraid of dying, perhaps as God said. The serpent replied to me and told me, what is death, and how does one die? Death is life. I replied to him and told him, I do not know. He replied to me and told me, God is living just so that you will not die. But at the moment when you eat, your eyes will be opened and you will be instructed like God about good and evil. God knew that you would become like him. And God was jealous of you. Because of that, God told you, do not eat of it. Look at the tree and see the glory around it. As for me, when I had gone and I had seen its glory around it, then I said, this tree is good and its fruit is well known in my eyes. However, I'm afraid to stretch out my hand and take it. But you, if you are not afraid, bring it out to me and I will eat of it, and I will know whether your present words are true or not. The serpent replied to me and told me, come, open the gate, and I will give you of it. Entrance of the snake into paradise. And when I had gone to open the gate for him and he had entered paradise, he went forth and then he stopped a little. I replied to him and said, why have you stopped? But he, my children, began to use trickery with me. He replied to me and told me, if I have stopped, it is because I changed my mind for fear that perhaps if I should give you of it and you eat it and your eyes will be opened and you will become like God and you will know good and evil and you will become prideful and become jealous of Adam and you will not make him eat of it. And he will be like a dumb animal before you as you were before God, because God was jealous of you. If you wish it, swear to me truly that if I make you eat it, you will not be jealous of Adam, your husband, but will make him eat of it and give of it also to him. I replied to him and told him, I do not know any oath. How can I swear to you? And he told me, say, I swear by the plants of paradise and by the cherubs upon whom sits the Father and upon which he descends to paradise, that if I eat and know it all, I will not be jealous, but will give of it also to Adam. And when he had made me take the oath, he bound me to it, gave me of the tree, and I ate it. Eve's recognition of her sin. I was searching for leaves to cover my nakedness and found none on all the trees. For at the moment in which I had eaten, the leaves from all of the trees of paradise in my portion fell down. I took some and made a covering for myself and stood by the tree of which I had eaten, my children. I was afraid because of the oath which I had sworn by paradise and in which I had said, I will make Adam eat of it as well. Temptation of Adam. Then your father Adam came. He had thought thus, that a beast had entered paradise. And he told me, what are you thinking for? And why do you have this fig leaf on yourself? I replied to him and I told him, do you wish me to tell you something or not? Until today, we were like dumb animals. When I understood that of which the Lord had said to us, do not eat of this, and when I saw its splendor, I took of it and ate of it, and I knew good and evil. Now eat also of it, and you become like God. Adam replied to me and told me, I fear lest God be angry with me and tell me my commandment, which I gave you, you did not keep. But I told the Father, on me shall be this blame. If he asks you, say thus, this woman whom you have given me is to blame for that. She said, see the flavor of this glory. Then I gave him of it, and he ate of it and became like me. And he also took a leaf of the fig tree and covered his nakedness with it. A leaf? What did he cover with a leaf? Okay, entry of God into paradise. After which he heard that, through an angel, God blew the trumpet. He had summoned the angels and told them, thus says the Lord, come to paradise and hear the sentence to which you are going to judge them. Adam told me, we have sinned, for God is going to come to judge us. We were afraid and we hid. And God came to paradise sitting upon the cherubs And the angels were singing hymns before him. When he had arrived at paradise, at once all the trees cast off their foliage, and thrones were set up near the tree of life. And God summoned Adam and told him, Adam, Adam, where are you? Are you hiding from me? Or how will a house hide from its builder? Or why have you hidden near the tree of paradise? Then your father replied and told the Lord, I have hidden because I am afraid, I am naked, and I am ashamed. God replied to him and told him, who told you that you were naked? Have you scorned the commandment which I gave you? Then Adam remembered my words which I had said. Do not be concerned for the blame, for it will lie upon me. And Adam said, Lord, it is this woman whom you gave me to me who deceived me. Then he turned towards me and told me, what have you done? And I remembered the serpent's word, and I said, it is the serpent who deceived me. Judgment of Adam, Eve, and the serpent. God replied to Adam and told him, because you have hearkened to your wife and disobeyed my commandment, let the earth be cursed in your deeds. May you work it, and it will give you no fruit. It will sprout only thorns and thistles for you. By the sweat of your brow you shall eat bread. May you be with many sighs, labor in labors, and you shall have no rest. You shall hunger, and you shall not be sated. You shall be affected by bitterness, and you shall not taste sweetness. You shall be tormented by heat and will undergo cold. You shall be pauperized, and you shall not be enriched. You shall eat and shall not grow fat. You shall warm yourselves with fire, and you shall not be heated. You will soak yourselves with water, and it will draw back. And the beast over whom you sing ruled shall rise up against you. You shall be weakened because you have not kept my commandments. God turned to me and told me, why did you hearken to the serpent and abandon my commandments which I commanded to you? May you be in toils and pains. May you give birth to many fruits, and when you give birth to them, you will despair of your life because of the torments and pains. You shall promise yourself that if you are ever delivered from the agonies, you will never go back to your husband, and you will harden your heart in view of the great combat which the serpent instituted with you. But may you return at once to the same point. May you bear your offspring in hurt and return in pity to your husband, and he will rule over you. When he had said all this to me, he became very angry with the serpent, and he told her, you too, perish and be cursed among all the dumb animals. May you be withheld from your food, which you used to eat, and may the soil be to you as food all the days of your life. You shall go on your breasts and on your stomach. Your hands and your feet will be taken from you. May you have neither ears nor nails, and may not even one limb remain for you. Let the precious cross which my son will take upon the earth condemn you because of this deceit by which you deceived Adam. But may you again be crushed and broken because of the evil of your heart. And I will set enmity between you and the offspring of the woman. She will lay in wait for your head, and you will lay in wait for her heel until the day of judgment. Adam's plea for mercy. Thus God said, and he commanded both of us to be expelled from paradise. Adam besought the angels and told them, wait for me to beseech the Lord. Who knows, perhaps the Lord will grant me a penitence for that which I have done, and I will not go out of paradise. Then the angels waited for us to ask. Adam besought the Lord and said, I beseech you, Lord, pardon me for what I have done. Then the Lord told the angels, why have you been waiting before separating Adam from paradise? Is the blame mine? Am I to blame? Or have I not judged justly? Then the angels fell to the ground and told him, bowing before the Lord, you are just, Lord, and your sentence is upright. The Lord turned and told Adam, You are not to remain in paradise. Adam replied to the Lord and told him, I beseech you, Lord, give me of the tree of life so that I may eat before I have gone forth. Then the Lord addressed a speech to Adam and told him, you will not take any of it any more in your lifetime. I have posted burning cherubs and a turning sword to keep it from you, lest you should taste it and become immortal and boast, saying, I shall not die ever, and you will conduct the fight which the enemy has conducted against you. If you go out of paradise and guard yourself from every evil, you will die, and after death, you will arise in the future resurrection. Then indeed I will give you of the tree of life, and you will be immortal forever. Expulsion. And the Lord had said that he commanded us to be chased out of paradise. And your father wept before the angels, but they told him, what is this? Or what shall we do for you? Then your father replied to them and told them, behold, I am going out. Now I beseech you that at the very moment of my leaving paradise, I may take incense from paradise, so that when I go out, I may offer a sweet odor, incense, fragrance, and God will be willing to hearken to me. And the angels let him, and he took 4 sweet odored incenses, fragrances, nard, saffron, reed, cinnamon. That is what Adam brought from paradise onto the earth. Death of Adam. Now, therefore, my children, I have taught you the whole way in which we were tricked, and I beseech you to watch yourselves and not to stop doing good. That then is what Eve said in the midst of her children when Adam was lying ill, and on the second day his soul was about to go out of his body. Eve told Adam, why are you alone dying and I am alive? Or how long shall I exist? Or what will become of me after your death? Let me know about that. Let me know about me that. Then Adam told Eve, be not concerned whatever you have done. If we must both die, you too will be set near me. And if I am to die alone, do not move me from my place until God gives you a command about me. For the Lord will not forget me, but rather he will seek out the vessel which he has made. Arise and pray a prayer to God that my soul be commended into the hands of my Creator. For I do not know how I am going to reach the Creator of all, or whether he is angry with me, or whether he will accept me. Eve's confession. Then Eve arose and went out from Adam's place. She did penitence and said, I have sinned against you, God. I have sinned against you, and I have sinned before you. I have sinned before your elect angels. I have sinned before the cherubs. I have sinned before the altar of your holiness. I have sinned before the generations of the heavens. I have sinned before the birds of heavens. I have sinned before the beasts of the earth. I have sinned against you, God, by all my greed among all your creatures. I beseech you all, you creatures of heaven and earth, beseech the Lord of all for me. While Eve was on her knees to pray, suddenly Michael came, the angel of mankind. He stood and raised Eve up and told her, arise from that penitence, for Adam, your husband, has gone forth from the body. Arise and see his soul, how his Creator has already got it. Angelic liturgy. Eve arose and put her hand on her face, and the angel went up again, and he told Eve, raise your eyes and abandon earthly concerns. As for Eve, when she had raised her eyes toward the heavens, she saw chariots of fire and a light which went up, alien spaceships, borne by 4 winds. They were so resplendent that no word could express it, and it was impossible to sound them out, neither from the front nor from the back, and angels were proceeding before these chariots. And when they had arrived at the place where the Father was, the chariots stopped, and the seraphs stood between him and the chariots. And I, Eve, saw 3 gold censers and 3 cups and 3 angels come quickly upon the altar. These angels took a burning coal and put it in the censer and set the censer upon the altar. And while they blew, the smoke went up and veiled the firmaments of the heavens. The angels were praising God. They were bowing before him, crying out and saying, God, forgive Adam, for he is your image and the work of your hands. He is your creature. And I, Eve, saw 2 great lights prostrated in fear before God. And I wept and told my son Seth, rise from near your father's body. Come towards me and see that which your eyes have not seen concerning Adam, your father. Then Seth arose and went close to his mother Eve and told her, why are you weeping? Raise your eyes and see the 7 firmaments open and see the likeness of the father Adam as he lies before God, and all the angels are beseeching him and saying, God, forgive Adam, for he is your image and your likeness, because it is you who have created him. What is this then, my son Seth? Do they deliver the blood of my spouse to these Indians? For they were before God. Seth replied to Eve and told her, no, mother. Did you not recognize those whom you called Indians in these colors of blood? Eve replied to him and told him, I do not know them, my son. Seth replied to her and told her, these are the sun and the moon. They are prostrated and they are beseeching for Adam, my father. Where is the light of the sun? For it is no more with it. Or why is it darkened thus? Seth replied to her and told Eve, because its light has been eclipsed before the God of all, and its light had become darkened by fear of God. Assumption of Adam to paradise. As Seth was telling that to Eve, at once a great angel blew the trumpet, and all the angels who were prostrated on their faces stood up again. They besought Adam and cried out in a loud voice and said, blessed is God by all blessing. You pardoned the protoplast. And when the angels had said these words, one of the 6 winged seraphs was sent towards him, Adam. He took Adam to the lake of Asheron, and he dipped him in it 3 times. Then he led him back before God, and Adam remained prostrate on his face for 3 hours. And after that, God stretched out his hand from his throne, raised Adam up, and gave him to Michael, and he told him, take him to the 3rd heaven, to paradise, and set him before the altar until the day of the oikonomia, which I contemplate concerning all the fleshly things with my well-beloved son. Then Michael took Adam to the place which God had commanded, and all the angels were chanting angelic psalms. They were praising this wonder, the forgiveness of Adam, and the promise of a future life. Adam and Abel's funerary rites. After which Michael cried out towards God, and God commanded that the trumpet be sounded, and that all the angels assembled before God, each one is in his rank, those who held a censer, those who held a psaltery, and those who sounded the trumpet. And behold, the Lord of Sabaoth rose upon the wings of the cherubs, and God first reached his paradise, and the flowers of paradise with their sweet odors were moved at the sweet odor of the glorious God. All the children of Adam were breathless, except only for Seth, for he was son of the greatness of God. And when the Lord had come to the body of Adam, which had fallen in the earth, The Lord was sorrowful for him and told him in a sad voice, if you had kept my commandments, you would not have fallen in that place, and your enemy would not have been able to see that he had caused you to be expelled in that place. But I will change his joy into sorrow, and I will lead you back towards this realm. And I will set you upon your enemy's throne where he was seated, close by the place where his rebellion was discovered. He will fall in the place where you are, and he will see you in that other place sitting upon a throne. And after that, God gave a command to Michael, who took Adam back to paradise, which is in the third heaven. They seized 3 folded shrouds of cloth, and God told Michael and Gabriel, unfold these shrouds and envelop Adam's body, and take the ointment from the olive tree and pour it upon him. And 3 angels dressed him in it. And when they had dressed Adam's body in it, God told them, take Abel's body as well. Seize other shrouds and dress in them also, and dress him in them also. For he had remained lying naked since the day when wicked Cain killed him. And he wished to bury him in the earth, and he was unable to do so because his body came back out of the earth. For a voice made itself heard from heaven and said to him, he will not be able to be buried in the earth before he who was created first has returned to the earth from which he was created. Then he took it to a rock, and it remained spread out there until the death of Adam. Thus the angels took him and dressed him like his father. God commanded that both of them should be taken up to paradise on the eastern part, in the place from which God had taken some soil and created Adam. And God commanded Michael to dig. And God sent 7 angels to paradise that gathered much incense from paradise, and they brought them to them. Then they took both bodies, put them into the grave, and covered them with earth. Then God turned and called Adam. Adam's body answered him from the soil and said, here I am, Lord. And the Lord told him, behold, as I told you, you are soil, and you have returned to the soil. But I will raise you up in the resurrection which I have promised you at the time of resurrection. Then after that, God took the triangular seal and sealed the tomb of Adam. And he said, let no person touch it during these 6 days until your rib returns to you. Then God reascended to the upper heaven, and each of the angels to his office. Eve's prayer to join Adam. But Eve grew numb when she saw all that. Eve wept and wished to see where they had put Adam, for she did not know. When the Lord had descended upon the earth, the sweet odor of all the trees of paradise did not. Because of his sweet odor, all had grown numb until the wrapping and the burial of Adam. Nobody understood anything except Seth. Then Eve begged and wept so that God might lead her off, show her the place where they had put Adam. And when she had completed her prayer, she said, Lord, do not alienate me from Adam's place, but command me also to be with him, as we both were in paradise, inseparable from one another. Do not separate us in death, but place me where you have placed him. And after this prayer, she gave up her soul. Eve's funeral and epilogue. And the angel Michael came and taught Seth how to dress Eve. 3 angels came and took Eve's body and placed it where they had placed Adam's body. And after that, the angel Michael told him, thus dress every dead person who dies until the death of all human beings. When he had taught Seth all that, he ascended to the uppermost heaven, far from Seth, and he told him, Do not mourn for the dead more than 5 days. And on the seventh day, rejoice. For on that day, God rested from all his works, which the Lord had made. To him is glory and honor and adoration with the Father and the Holy Spirit, now and forever and forever and ever. Amen. That is the reading of Book of Adam, Part 2. In the other version of it, it said, "Where are the two Negroes?" In this version of it, it said the two Indians. And it reminded me of when I visited India. And when I visited India, I saw people who were darker than people I had seen in the motherland, aka Africa. When I was in Kenya, I've been to a few different places in Africa. When I was in Kenya, I saw deeply hued people, melanated people, of course. When I was in India, I saw the deepest hued people I had ever seen in my life. Not in Africa, in India. The most deepest hue. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful skin. The deepest hue of melanin I have ever seen in my life was in India. So now I understand when we put two and two together, they were talking about Indians or people from that region of the world who are actually darker in complexion than some Africans. I also want to state that this retelling of this book of Adam and Eve, these belong to a set of texts that are, like we said, fan fiction on the Bible, right? Fan fiction on the Bible, written after, of course, Genesis, even written after Christ, because they're talking about Christ. And so, and him dying on a cross. And some people want to say, well, that's a prophecy because it was written before Christ. No, 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 no. It's not a prophecy. There's no prophecies in the Bible. I know, I say so many crazy things. There's no prophecies in the Bible. Revelation, not about now. The world's not ending. There's no rapture. There are no angels in the Bible. There's no hellfire in the Bible. And there are aliens in the Bible. Wow, I say a lot of strange things. And this is because they are all founded with evidence that there are no angels in the Bible, even though you keep hearing angels in this text. And we'll talk in depth about the angels on this series. Stay tuned. I also want to say this. Reading these books is so eye-opening. Every day I read something that makes my head explode. Every day I read something that makes my head explode. And I love your comments and I love what we're talking about. I love this discussion we're having. And it is freeing our minds on levels we cannot even imagine. More commentary coming up right now. I'm gonna get into bed. I'm gonna get into bed. And you are watching this at 7 a.m. So I fulfilled my commitment. I said I'm gonna be here every day. I'm gonna show up to you every day. I fulfilled my commitment, and now I'm going scrub up and skincare and nighty night so I can be ready. I'm gonna sleep late tomorrow, sleep in tomorrow so I can be ready for YouTube in the afternoon. And I will post pictures and a vlog. I'm vlogging it as well. Love you. Mwah.